Hello everyone, Viserion Echo here, and welcome to the Reddit reading, r/AmITheAsshole. Today we're going to only go through two stories, in fact. How do I explain this? I'm sorry I've been gone for about maybe a month or so. My computer broke, so now I'm using a different one temporarily before I get a desktop PC when the town opens. Anyways, if you enjoy this, give it a like and subscribe. I know my voice is dead, but I'm not that full of energy right now, so sorry for this being, how do I say, fuck. Sorry. Anyways, let's get on with the first story. This one is called, Am I the Asshole for Calling a Woman an Idiot When She Refused to Listen to Why My Daughter Isn't Vaccinated? Now, for context, OP is a 20-year-old, female probably, that's what it says on the post. It says, my 2-year-old daughter has had a heart transplant due to CHD and is severely immunocompromised. As a result, she cannot receive live virus vaccinations. Alright, I feel kind of sorry for her daughter, but it's good that her mother's protected. It says, I'm in a young moms group on Facebook, and the topic of daycares and being a SAHM came up. I said my boyfriend is a breadwinner, and SAHM means stay-at-home mom, okay. I said my boyfriend is a breadwinner, and I stay at home with our daughter because I can't risk sending her to a daycare as she's not vaccinated. One woman who is the same age as me with a newborn started off that she's a new member. All of the other women already know my daughter's medical history. She started calling me names and said I don't belong here if I'm so anti-vax. I told her my daughter is a transplant patient and can't be vaccinated. She just told me to stop making excuses. Now OP said, you're an absolute idiot. If you even look at my profile for a second, you know that I'm an advocate for vaccines, and if you did a bit of research, you'd know that giving someone who is severely compromised a live virus is a bad idea. She was clearly very upset. She posted rants about me onto the group, and a few of the members said I was an asshole for calling her an idiot. Am I the asshole? I'm gonna go with no. You're not, OP. The purpose of vaccines is to develop herd immunity, apparently. That people like your daughter are immunocompromised are safer. It's not just for the general population, but it's also mainly people who are immunocompromised. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed that one. Our second post of the day is, am I the asshole for telling my wife that she needs to be at my graduation an hour before she needs to because she's always late for things. This post here was recommended as Not the A-Hole by the subreddit. Now this says, I, 27, have been with my wife, 27F, for 8 years. For 5 of those years, I was in the military and I developed the habit of being early for everything I do. It is a huge pet peeve of mine if people are late for things when they could have been on time. If something happens out of your control and you are late, then I totally understand. My wife is the type of person who is always late. Throughout our relationship, she has made us late for events, and it has been embarrassing. One of the worst incidents was when I was home on leave. We were planning on meeting my mom for breakfast, I haven't seen in 2 years, at 9 a.m. Just keep that in mind. I told my wife the day before that I want to leave at our place at 8:30 so we can get there by 8:50. We both wake up at 7 o'clock and I'm ready by 8 o'clock. At that point, she hasn't even started to get ready. That's kinda reasonable. They're about maybe an hour away. I reminded her multiple times that we need to leave by 8:30, but she kept saying, we have time and I'll be fast. She didn't start to get ready until 8:30. Long story short, we were an hour late and we lost our reservation because of it. I was pissed, but kept it to myself until we got home. I told her that I hated that she always made us late and it can be embarrassing sometimes. She apologized and said she would work on it. It would never got any better. If anything, she would get short with me if I mentioned the time. Fast forward 3 years and I was graduating from the police academy. Good job, OP. Graduation was set to begin at 10 a.m. and the people could start showing up at 9:15. Well, knowing my wife and not wanting her to be walking in as the ceremony was beginning, I told her that the graduation started at 9:15 and she needed to be there at 8:30 to find parking. Well, sure enough, I see her driving in at 9:15. Of course, I was a little pissed, but glad that my plan worked. The rest of the graduation went as planned and I was happy. Afterwards, a group of us and our spouses went out to celebrate. At one point, my wife mentions that she was lucky that the ceremony got pushed back or she was going to be late. My friends were confused and told her that they saw her car and that she showed up right on time. My wife then asked what time was the ceremony supposed to start. They all said 10 a.m. At that point, my wife just stared at me and I knew she was pissed. When we got home, my wife blew up on me. She said she was pissed that I lied to her and didn't understand why I did. I told her that I knew that she would be late, so I told her a slightly earlier time to be safe. She said she was hurt and felt that I manipulated her. This is where I might be the asshole. I said, "How do you think I feel? I told you that the graduation started at 9:15 and you were still late. You know how hard I worked throughout the academy and you couldn't even be on time for this one occasion." She got quiet and just said she's going to bed. She has barely spoken to me over the last couple days, and I don't know if I was too harsh. So am I the asshole? I'm going to have to say no. Now, I'm going to pull up this comment by Reddit username PDaddyFire that says, "Not the asshole. I've literally had to lie to my mom about doctor's appointments, school events, games, anything that involved the time because she was always late. I still to this day have to lie to her about what time events starts. It never occurred to her that being late affected everyone around us. I'd constantly get punished at practice if I was late. We've missed doctor appointments that I needed for being late, and she'd raise hell, but it was her fault. It was embarrassing. I may have an unpopular opinion and hurt some feelings, but it is not cute to be fashionably late." Which I agree with. Please do not be late for any important events. It's not cool to always be late, showing up to dates, appointments, whatever. To me personally, you're telling me that you don't value my time or me at all, because if you did, you'd make the effort to show up accordingly. Your wife should take some personal accountability and apologize, in my opinion. Whew. I can agree on this one. You shouldn't be actually late. That's a thing. If you were, so like let's say doctor's appointment, you could waste the doctor's time just having them wait for you, and you could lose that possible appointment. I mean, you'd have to reschedule one. Depends where you are, you might have to pay for it. Anyways, I hope you all like this short video, and if you want, leave a like, subscribe, and I will possibly see you all tomorrow in episode 10 of The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Anyways, this is Varian Echo, and I will talk to you all later.